Good morning everybody and welcome to your yoga for this morning. So you'll see today that we've got the mat lengthways, so if you just need to quickly shift your space around, I will wait. Okay, choosing a leg position that is comfortable for you. Remember, you can sit with easy seated posture, one leg in front of the other, or start working into your lotus postures. We're going to work with our Janam Mudra today, which is first the fingertips together, the rest of the fingers are together, and palms facing upwards. The hands are going to be soft as you rest the hands on the knees. You take the shoulders back and down. This engages the upper back with a slight pull of the belly button. So we've got a little bit of support of our spine instead of just hanging out here. So from there, a little lift of the chest. Imagine you've been pulled by the top of the head and you're lifting your spine up, so you're opening up the vertebra. So immediately we start to balance the body by releasing the nervous system. Tuck the chin in slightly, lengthen the back of the neck. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Lips are soft, jaw is soft, and eyes are closed. Now sometimes when we're sitting in this position, we're leaning a little bit forward because it's not comfortable for us. So let's check in quickly how you are sitting. Rock your body forward and back a couple of times. And as you rock, take your awareness to your butt. And you'll notice that you're sitting on these two little bones, one on the left, one on the right, known as the ischial tuberosities, and in layman's term, the sit bone. And as you rock back over the bone, you're going to be on the fleshy part of your butt. And as you rock forward, there's pressure in the legs and the ankles. So you're trying to find that space where you're on the back of the sit bone, so you can feel it, but also having some connection of the fleshy part of your butt on the floor. Once you've got that, stop the rocking and bring your attention to the breath. Remember that yoga comes from the word yug, which is a Sanskrit word which means union. Union of the mind to the body. And one of the ways to do that is by focusing on breath. So it'll always be a part of practice. In yoga, that's not the only thing we unite, but for today, we're going to focus on mind and body. And as you breathe, it's that time of the morning where you're stepping into your yoga practice. So allow that to happen. Give yourself permission. Put aside the planning, the to-do list. You've got that for the rest of the day. Give yourself this space to work with you and your body. And as you focus on the breath, now take control of your breath. Working into the three-part breathing, the abdomen, the ribs and the chest. Deep breath in and out through the nose. What you might observe as you're doing this breath is that thoughts are going to keep popping into the head. That's okay. And part of our yoga journey is to have that awareness that they're popping in. Allow yourself to go along with the thoughts means you're completely disconnected from yourself and the awareness. So what yoga teaches us that, I'm having a thought. But that's okay, I'm aware of it now, so I can bring my focus back to breath, or whatever we're doing, and by doing that, that thought gets pushed aside again. So it's the ability to be aware and to bring yourself back to the practice, and that is how we start to take control of the chaos of the mind and all these unwanted, unnecessary emotions that we create through the mind in the body. So continue with that breathing. See if you can breathe a little deeper, a little bit slower, a little bit longer than you've been doing already. Turn your hands onto your knees, keeping the neck lengthened, chin tucked in. We're going to start from the bottom up today, and we're going to do what's called a Shiva grind. So Shiva grind is a spiraling around the spine, and then bringing the rest of the body into it as well. So you've got that lovely tall lifting of the body, and we're going to start at the pelvis. And you can keep your eyes closed, or you can open your eyes for this. It's an interesting sensation that happens. And we're going to be moving towards the right. So you're going to start by rocking through the pelvis. And with each circle, you're going to add a part of your spine, your vertebra. Now there are body parts attached to that spine, so you bring those into play. When you get to mid-back, you're going to start to feel a stretch across that space. When you come into upper back, you're working into the chest, working into the shoulders. Eventually the arms are coming into play, the legs are allowed to move, and eventually you come to the neck. You're going to exhale your chin down towards the floor, and as you roll back, open the throat as you breathe in. Start to feel what's happening in your back, your shoulders, your legs. Now we're going to come back to start, and this is where it can feel a little dizzy. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if your eyes are closed. And you start to bring yourself back to the start movement, isolating as you move down the body. And eventually you're going to come to a space of stillness. And once you're there, just noticing what the body's doing. How does it feel? What are the sensations? And now let's go in the opposite direction. So you're moving towards your left leg. And really allow the body to express the movement. Feel. Start bringing yourself back to the start position. Just be aware of all those sensations that you're having. I'm having them as well. And eventually you're sitting tall, and then just noticing the internal changes of your body. If your eyes are closed, open them up. Bring the legs out and give them a little shake. I promise that's going to get better with time. So we're looking into Dandasana this morning. Now Dandasana is the staff pose. It's a very active position. So you start by flexing at the ankles. You engage into your quads by squeezing into the quads to lift the knees. To make it a little bit easier, you can also move the flesh on the other side, and yes, we all have it. So you're sitting on your sit bones. Now this can be a little bit uncomfortable, especially if our core is not strong enough yet, because we're here for quite a while. So you use your hands and place them on the floor next to your hips. You're going to bend the elbows if you need, push into the floor to open up the chest. And immediately you're going to feel the lengthening of the spine and some activation in your hip flexors and core. Now from there, working into the head. You tuck your chin down to your chest and lift the head back up. Breathing out as your chin comes down. Breathe in as it lifts. Keep the chin against the chest, roll the head towards the right shoulder. Stop and roll it towards the left shoulder. Stop and continue. Come back to center and bring the head back up. Relaxing, take your hands behind you and just let the legs relax again. It feels good. So now, with your hands behind, you're going to push into the floor with your calves, the back of the knees, so your heels lift, and from there circle the ankles. See if you can make circles and change direction. Coming back into your seated position, bring your right leg in, give yourself a little squeeze to connect to the body, breathe out as you do, and then taking the hand underneath the thigh, keeping the leg relaxed, you're moving at the knee and circling. It seems like quite an easy thing to do, but sometimes we move the foot at the same time. the foot is relaxed. So can you do a circle just with your knee? Now keep the ankle and the knee relaxed, using your leg and your arms, circle into the hip. Might feel a little bit of a workout in the bicep as well. Change direction. And release the leg back down. Going to bring the left leg in, squeeze, breathe out. Holding on, circle into the ankle. Change direction. And then take the hands underneath the thigh. Again, keep the leg relaxed as you move into the knee. There will be a little bit of movement in the hip, that's fine. Now relax it and circle with your hands. Change direction. And release it. All right, hands back, give the legs a little break, a little shake. And then sitting again up in your Dandasana pose. You're going to reach the arms up, take a breath in, turn the hands and exhale, soften the body. As you do this, allow the hands to move across the mat. Breathing out. Now leaning forward as you do this, open up. Build this up slowly, especially if your back is a little bit tight today. Just work into a comfortable place, and with each one you can increase the range. Bring those arms up. Now changing direction, taking the hands down. This time, slide the hands on the outside of the legs as you lean back, open the chest. Again, play with the angles, go gently, and find what works for you. Where does your body feel comfortable? Last one. Taking the hands back again, lifting up that right leg and bring it into the chest. Flex at the ankle and hold at your heel and your knee. This is called rocking like a baby. Now you want to get that hip as far around as you can, just to warm it up. We call this a level 1, which we're only going to work into this morning. Holding at the heel and holding at the knee. Make sure it's supported. Release and change leg. First bring that left leg in, give a little squeeze. Holding the ankle and the knee and rocking into the hip again. Your whole body moves, that's fine. Bring the feet together. Your hands 2 distance away from your body, holding onto the toes and just a little bouncing into your butterfly. Stopping it. Bowed angle pose, you can bring the elbows either to the front or onto the legs and forward fold yourself down to the feet. Roll yourself up, straighten the legs out and open the chest. We'll do that again. If you've got a knee injury, keep the distance. Otherwise, about 1 hand's distance away from you. From here, open the chest, a very proud little butterfly, and bounce into the legs. Forward fold, a little bit deeper now. Release it, straighten the legs out, point the toes, open the chest, take a deep breath in. And then bring both legs in, wrap those arms around, keep the legs in the air and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Open up, breath in, take the hands behind, head comes down. Open the chest, bring the legs in again, wrap around. Last one. This time come down into Padmasana and you're going to stay here for 2 breaths. So hold on tight, get those elbows down, round the back, tuck the chin in. And release it. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I will see you here in the next session. Have a good day.